Hello and welcome to our first episode of WorkPoint 365 Explore. My name is Florian and I'm working at the Product Management and Marketing Department at WorkPoint. On this channel we will show you latest news, amazing updates, tips and tricks and also inside stories from customers, partners and internal WorkPoint employees. So in our first episode of WorkPoint 365 Explore, we have Dominick Cosgrove, CPO of WorkPoint, in our show, and we decided to speak in our first episode about a brand new product, the Process Management Framework. So this product will be published next year, but we want to give you a short introduction of the product and tell you why we decided to develop this product. So hello Dom, and nice to have you here.
Thanks Florian, thanks for having me. I look forward to giving you some insights into the process management framework.
The idea of the process management framework is work smarter, not harder with WorkPoint 365 process management framework. We start with the question what? So what is the process management framework and what does this mean for our customers?
It's a good question, Florian. As the name implies, it has been designed to automate and make our customers' lives easier. Nearly every organization has processes to ensure things like efficiencies, adherence to standards, and to make sure that they're staying compliant. So we wanted a no-code way to have a process that was fully WorkPoint aware, so that it knows about things like projects, cases you're working on, and even the documents and tasks you're working on. And importantly, it could be triggered by WorkPoint events. So obviously we have things like My Tools and click tasks and change stages, etc. So we wanted to be very WorkPoint aware. And also for us was about data capture. Data capture is normally a key component of every process, whether that be a risk, logging a risk or in a project or creating an RFI or starting an approval process. So data capture needs to be easy for the user. So we've really focused on removing any barriers to data capture. And for instance, now we can integrate our processes with other data sources to look up information rather than the user having to copy it manually, duplicating their work. So say you had a Salesforce system, you could integrate that and pull the information directly into the form from Salesforce. This not only makes the user's life easier, but it ensures the information is accurate.
So what are the key benefits, Dom? Would you say this is a very big improvement or very big benefit for the product of the product for the customer? What are the key benefits if you have to choose it?
Yeah, there's a number of key benefits for me, around automating processes. So, as I said, it's to reduce human error, get things done quicker. This is not only about making the lives easier for users, but it's also to drive quality and ensure data governance, and God forbid, horrible things such as non-compliance. So we wanted to focus on adoption and enablement as well. We wanted that the configurators to be able to create great processes, but we also wanted the end users to be able to work intuitively with the process. So everyone hates the duplication of work. So if we can make the system do the mundane work, then why not let it? And another key point for us was that no organization stays still. We live in a disruptive world and disruptive markets, and organizations need to adapt. And we wanted a solution that makes it quick to react to business demands, and whether that be creating a new process or changing an existing process. So they're the kind of key benefits I see from the process management framework.
Important is also that it is user-friendly. So for me, like a not very technical knowledge person, is it possible to use the product also with a lot of technical knowledge?
Yeah, totally, Florian. So we can be completely focused on simplicity. That was key from the outset for us for a number of reasons. We wanted it easy to set up a process. We wanted easy for the users to interact with the process. and ultimately reduce the time and the cost it takes to implement a process. So we have spent a lot of time on the design of the solution, not only so it looks good, but it's easy to use. We wanted to make everyone able to create a process without the need for technical knowledge, as you say, and that's including technical knowledge, but also training. We don't want lots of training, and we don't want lots of documentation. And we've even brought the documentation in line, so it's at your fingertips, rather than having to go and read through long documentation. And you'll see more of this approach as we design future products in WorkPoint. We also see that we can have multiple types of configurators now. So it doesn't necessarily need to be a techie. It could be a business consultant, a power user, business analyst, people who understand the business. So yeah, we've really focused on the end user experiences from all sides of the triangle.
So for me, it's very, very important that we go to the next step. So it's the question why. So why would you say WorkPoint decided to develop a brand new product like the process management framework?
Yeah, another great question. So we've had process management and automation in WorkPoint for some time with our action management and wizards. So I see this as an evolution, taking our automation capabilities to the next level. Obviously, this has not been done in isolation. It's been based on customer feedback, partner feedback, and also requirements that we're seeing out there in the market. I also see this as a great way to integrate to other systems. I mentioned about the Salesforce example earlier. For example, you could take you can look up information from, say, maybe a portfolio management system based on some user input, which could then send that information onto a Logic app or Power Automate, which can then integrate into thousands of other systems through the Microsoft Connector network. And when you start thinking about it, the possibilities are endless, which is kind of mind-blowing for me.
So for me, also important is, should I have to create every time my own process, or is it possible to have templates for processes which I use every time? So are there templates in the process management framework?
Yeah, completely. So when we launch the process management framework, and with simplicity in mind, we'll have a standard set of processes. We've had our standard set of wizards, so we'll have our standard set of processes. These will align with things like creating an entity, creating a document, those sort of things. But we also want to make it reusable. So if you have your own processes, you can clone those processes. You can take copies of them. You can even export them between solutions. So, if you're a partner, you may have standard processes that you want to use across multiple solutions. So very much, yes, the short answer to your question, yes, you can definitely create templates.
So as I can see, there is a huge improvement for customers. So thank you very much, Dom, for this short introduction into this process management framework, and also for your time here in our studio. The next time at WorkPoint 365 Explore, we will speak with Alan Juncker-Peterson about the improvements of the template management feature and how this helps in your daily work. So don't miss this episode. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye.